Look, we're stuck in the system, we can't get out. It's time for a change, stop running your mouth. I'm looking for words, but I can't get it out. Look for the light, but the sun blotted out.
Hold on, let me hop on the beat. Cause social injustice and prisoner mindset is something we gotta defeat. We idle these hoes and wear all these clothes with shoes that can't be creased. Steady looking for substance and change, but we searching all up in these streets.
Got a stain on my shirt that I can't get out. My people on high like the top of the mount. We thirsting for truth, but there's no spout. Look for a savior, but no one around.
But no one's around, but where do they look? It ain't in the church, it ain't in the book. We can't get a job, so we rather crook. They got us in chains, a fish on a hook.
Look, harvesting not bodies, harvesting not organs. Got 'em real big mad, cause they culture boring. Pimping the poor, Jim Crow at the door. Selling our souls, our daughter's a whore. I wanna give in, can't take it no more. Don't wanna believe our people are more.
We swept our cup when we look at decline. We got a new bottle, it's filled with...
Hello, all my Malcolm Make a Culture Move podcast, and welcome to, all my Malcolm Make a Culture Move people, and welcome to another Malcolm Make a Culture Move podcast, where we cover everything from intense social topics to funny social trends. We're your hosts, Mark Jonathan,
G.
And as usual, we have a wonderful segment for you all today. But before we get started, if we could have our brief disclaimer.
So y'all know here on the Make a Culture Move podcast, we cover everything that has to do with the Black and Brown community, good, bad, positive, negative, whatever it is. And, we get some solutions to the problems. We just have to talk about it. With that being said, some of the things we talk about may be a little controversy, like today's topic. And so we just ask that before you go jumping down our necks or whatever, blaming Malcolm for our views and our opinions, hit us up, let's talk about it, and then we may be able to bring you out to the show and talk about it on here too. But with that being said, you feel me? We gonna check in. How you feeling?
Man, I'm straight as always. Blessed to see another day. Yeah. You feel me? I did take, I ain't gonna put Shorty's name out there, but I did take hell of a L not too long ago. You feel me? Excuse that background noise. I apologize. But, so boom, I shoot my shot at this beautiful melanin queen or whatever, you feel me? And she said respectfully, she likes, the job that I'm in, this Malcolm stuff, et cetera, et cetera. But ultimately was like, you don't look like you make enough money for me.
Whoa, see, Shorty.
Ouch. She ain't even have to say all that. You feel me? A simple, I think I'm cool would have sufficed, but so be it. You feel me? I charge all my L's to the game. Let it happen. But with that being said, you feel me? I'm happy to be doing the work I'm doing. The people over at Empower got me straight. You feel me? I fuck with my students. But yeah, life is good. How about you, sis?
Shorty showed her true intentions early, so
Man.
But I'm doing good. I'm straight. I'm blessed. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm well. You feel me? I love our family too. So, but yeah, you feel me? I'm good. With that being said, we're gonna jump into today's topic.
Got you.
Is Dave Chappelle wrong? So did you get to watch Dave Chappelle's comedy special, The Closer?
Absolutely.
Okay, to our viewers, if you have not seen Dave Chappelle's comedy special on Netflix, The Closer, it is right now.
My brother.
She just knows what she wants. You feel me? That doesn't necessarily mean she's on the street. She just knows what she wants. You feel me? Gold digger is another word, but we all are in certain ways. All females are.
That's fair.
Just telling y'all. You feel me? But okay, so Dave Chappelle's comedy special, The Closer on Netflix is currently number 4 on Netflix, right? I love Dave Chappelle. I love Dave Chappelle. And he did this comedy special on purpose. If you have not seen it, I just encourage you to go see it. We're going to talk a little bit of it today. But right now, the LGBTQ community is mad at Dave Chappelle and feels like he owes them an apology for some of the things that he has said in this I call it a documentary. It's a documentary to me, but in his comedy special. So before we talk about that, bro, what do you think of this? What do you think of his comedy special?
I mean, I thought it was Dave Chappelle, you feel me? If they aren't familiar, you feel me, he takes oftentimes some serious topics and tells the truth about it, but in a comedic way. It's right. Dave Chappelle. Like, I don't really know how else to, you know, our community especially, you feel me, we don't really take too much to heart, you feel me? We make fun of a lot of harsh situations, I guess, to make it plain.
It
give me.
Okay, but bro's having the connection issues, but piggybacking off of what he's saying, period. That's what we do in the Black community. You feel me? We make light of everything to make our situations easier. Your connection cut out. Oh, all the way now. Okay, but so my question is Dave Chappelle wrong? So in his comedy special, he kind of takes a defense for the baby. He does not excuse the baby's behavior for, you know, his commentary from his concert that he said about, y'all know what the baby said. You feel me? Y'all know what he said. So, you know, Dave Chappelle starts off, you know, the show saying how the LGBTQ community, you know, will cancel you quick. You feel me? They are quick to cancel anybody. And the baby, as a rising star as he was, you know, they knocked him down a little bit. He was removed from a lot of things. You feel me? Welcome back, bro.
My fault. My computer died.
That's okay. Okay, makes sense. That's okay. We here now. So I was just telling the people, you know, what Dave Chappelle has said and why the LGBTQ community is pretty upset with him right now. So in his comments, yes.
I got a quick little video. Were you about to read something?
Okay. No, I was just talking about it.
About that. I mean, just for the people that's a little curious on what exactly he said.
And again, like bro said, he's Dave Chappelle, so he did him.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Where's my volume button? All right, let's go ahead and refresh this for the good people.
There we go.
The LBGTQ, he doesn't know the baby's history. He's a wild guy. He once shot a and killed him in Walmart. Oh, this is true. Google it. The baby shot and killed a in Walmart in North Carolina. Nothing bad happened to his career. Do you see where I'm going with this? In our country, you can shoot and kill a but you better not hurt a gay person's feelings. A lot of the LBGTQ he doesn't know.
Okay.
So that is why partially why you have to watch the entire show for deeper, information, deeper details, deeper commentary, because he did this comedy show on purpose. And if you know Dave Chappelle, then you know Dave Chappelle. So the question is Dave Chappelle wrong? You feel me? Like, you can cancel Not this is, if you know the baby's history, he's a wild guy. These are truth. These are not facts. These are not opinions. You feel me? We're not just making this stuff up. He's out there. He really is that guy. You feel me? And if you know anybody, if you grew up in any hood area, then you know that guy, and he's that guy. You feel me? So these statements about him are true. They are true. Okay. And nothing bad. I mean, he literally took somebody off the map, face of the earth, R.I.P. T-shirted him.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing happened to him. It actually kind of enhanced his career a little bit.
Unfortunately.
And it's just the way that America works.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing is, in my opinion, his comments about, the AIDS and the HIV, that was just pure ignorance, right? And it's because we in the Black community, we lack the knowledge. We're not taught in full depth about AIDS and HIV and all that. It's like kind of hinted at us, and it's like kind of, but we don't go into the deep meaning of it. And so, especially, if we don't talk about it in schools or none of that. You feel me? So it's like that knowledge is not there. So that's just pure ignorance. And he went and he participated in a couple classes and groups who educated him on those things. He stands on how he feels about homosexuality, though. He does. That's the type of man that he is. And the thing is, the LGBTQ community, you don't either hate him or love him. You could love him for who he is and appreciate that, you feel me, he's gonna stand in his truth, or hate him because, you feel me, y'all feel like he's against y'all. But whatever it is, you can't cancel him. You just can't cancel him. That's a whole man's career just because he doesn't agree with y'all's standpoint or point of view. Like, he killed him.
This is America.
He killed a man, literally. He killed a man, and not to make light of that. And so, another thing that Dave Chappelle said in the show, he said that, they think that he hates their community, and that's not the case. He's jealous of them because he looks at their movement like, wow, y'all are getting stuff done. Like, y'all are really, your movement is really going along and it's working in your favor, and you guys are getting rights that you deserve and all of this. And we as Black people are still falling behind the line. We can't get away with it at all. Like, there's racism amongst the LGBTQ communities, but it's overlooked. He hit some points. So the question is he wrong? Does he owe them an apology? What do you think?
No. And the reason I think that is because, on some technical terms, freedom of speech, you have the right to say as you please. 2, understanding that he is a comedian, you should never really take what he says personally.
Ever.
Like, here at Macam, you feel me? We have our 4 just like ways of life or rules to agree with. And one of them is to never take anything personal. You feel me? Whenever there's constructive criticism or just overall conversation, you should never take it personal. And especially in a sense where they're being comedic, where they're trying to be funny, engage the crowd, entertain the crowd, then you should definitely not take it personal. What now? Do I think what he was saying is facts? Yeah, because we live in a society where you can kill somebody and not necessarily be glorified, but we see his career get uplifted. Nobody knew about the baby. He comes out with a couple of songs. People do their research. Oh, he killed somebody in Walmart. Oh, he blows up any further or even further. Doing a couple years down his career, he says some questionable things about AIDS and HIV, which, you know, like I said, in the earlier podcast, I don't even think was necessarily offensive towards gay people, but you know, if hey, y'all got it, you feel me? Y'all got it. But yeah, we see that, and then now he's getting canceled from all these shows. No venues want to hire him. Didn't he get kicked off of Coachella? Mm-hmm. That's a whole check, bro, that y'all just stopped this man from getting, from saying a total of 20 words, probably. Like, now, with that being said, and this isn't even about the baby, but he was definitely wrong for, you know, saying all that. And like Chris Brown said, you know, say goodbye, say you love you, get off the stage. But as far as Dave Chappelle being wrong, like, no, he's a comedian. He's talked about literally
entitled. He's entitled to his opinions.
But even more so, he's talked about everybody and everything.
He's talked
but
about
as soon as the LGBTQ community, now he has to apologize for what? Like, y'all have gotten more stuff done than our community,
women's rights,
community,
than Black rights. You know what I mean? Hispanic
Asian
rights.
I mean, even Asian, because look, I'm gonna leave.
Protect our kids. Protect our youth.
Like, what do somebody have to apologize to you for? Especially a comedian, where nobody takes like anything what he says like too serious. Like, it's Dave Chappelle. Like, did y'all not do y'all research?
You gotta know. You gotta know. I'm right there with you, bro. No, Dave Chappelle's not wrong. No, he does not owe an apology to anybody. And he knew that this special was gonna cause some controversy. He knew.
Anytime you talk about him,
he said it throughout the show. You know, he knew that this was gonna be the one for him. You know, and the thing is, as a comedian, you're kind of like a political rights activist leader in a way, because it's an outlet to talk about the things that's going on around you in the world that you live in a comedic way. You feel me? To make people laugh, because that's what you do. You're just funny. And he's just funny. And so he's not wrong. You know, he is entitled to his opinions, you know. It's just to be Black in America. That's what it boils down to. To be Black in America. Like, we can't do right, we can't do wrong. Nothing we ever do is good enough. No matter how hard we try, nothing we ever do is good enough. It doesn't matter. And see, it's like with the LGBTQ community,
you ain't never right.
You can never be right. You're always wrong. You could never be right. So then now this is where it gets scary, right? Now as a Black person, it's safer to be for the LGBTQ community and be Black, because then you're gonna have some people who are gonna support you that much more. That you're gonna have that much more support. If you're Black and you're against the LGBTQ community, you might as well just cancel your life. But if you're for them, you feel me? They're gonna back you that much more, because then it's like you have Black people behind you, then you have the gays behind you, and then you have women's behind you, because they're all categorized as the same, and they're not. They're not. That's why back when they were doing the women's rights movement and civil rights movement, it's like you have to choose, am I a woman or am I Black? It was hard to really do both movements, because I have to choose what's more important. Am I a woman or am I black? And I'm black first. I'm black first. Before I'm anything else, I'm black. So it makes it that much harder.
For me, I mean, it would be one thing if he wasn't in his natural habitat, which is his TV set.
Period.
Saying just like anything. But I think the fact that he has a reputation for saying outlandish stuff
About
and
everybody.
it being funny about everybody, like, I don't know, an apology is a little bit just
too much. You're asking for too much.
Too much.
Nobody has to apologize to you all the time. Judas never apologized to Jesus. Okay,
Man.
so sometimes you're not gonna get apologies that you feel like you deserve, because even though you feel like you deserve an apology, the person feels like they didn't do anything wrong, and they did not do anything wrong. In the eyes of sane people, he didn't do anything wrong. He did his job. He understood the assignment. Okay. So.
And where's the freedom of speech though? Like, you can't say nothing.
You can't say anything. Like.
Now I get it. Y'all have been, persecuted for y'all's overall sexuality, the people you choose to love, et cetera, et cetera.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, that's very wrong. You feel me? I'll never stand for that, especially being a black man. I could never stand for persecution of something that you can't control. But
dial back.
Like,
dial back. You feel me?
I guess like my biggest issue is this is a comedian. He could have walked up there and literally talked about anybody. And anybody at his venue would have just laughed. I'm sure there were at least 7 times out of 10, there was probably a gay person in the crowd, or excuse me, an LGBTQ community person at the crowd that probably laughed at the joke. Like, dang, you really can kill somebody, but you don't say nothing about our community. Like, it's Dave Chappelle. Like, I see no apology necessary. That's a little bit ridiculous in my opinion.
I don't see any apology necessary either. I feel like, you feel me, he's gonna stand on everything he said, period. Mm-hmm. Like he stands on it, and you feel me, and I'm gonna stand beside him. I'm gonna stand beside him. I'm gonna stick beside him. I'm gonna ride with him because he's not wrong in this. And it's just like you can't live life and base every decision you make off of emotions, because your emotions will really, really get you in some messed up situations. You really got to be a little more logical than that.
But sis, I have a question.
Okay.
Right, and this is for some of the viewers as well, if you don't mind participating. What if they come at Dave Chappelle as they did the baby? Canceling venues, canceling shows.
The thing is, I don't think they can. Too many people of the community. Like, okay, so the baby, you gotta. He's fresh meat. He's technically fresh meat. You feel me? Like, and they love coming for the new people because it's just like the quicker you could come from her and destroy their career, you feel me, the less likely they are to come back from it. Dave Chappelle, this man was a full crackhead, okay? Disappeared on us, moved and lived in Africa, came back like nothing happened. Like, you can't cancel Dave Chappelle. You just can't do it. And the Black community that's a part of the LGBT community wouldn't allow it to happen. I just don't believe that they
shouldn't. They shouldn't.
Like, they shouldn't allow it to happen. I don't believe that they would allow it to happen. We all know Dave Chappelle. We know he means no harm. He means no harm. Yes, like Izzy said, Dave got foundation. He can make his own shit if he wanted to.
Facts.
You feel me? Like
That's for sure.
it's Dave Chappelle, and it's just like, and not just okay, so not just the LGBTQ community, but just communities in general. They love to go for the fresh meat because the sooner you could get to them and destroy their career, the less likely they have of replenishing it and getting it back on track. The baby's doing good because he has connections in the industry that's not going to let him fail.
Mm-hmm.
He has connections in the industry that's not going to let him fail. They see big potential in the baby, and the baby has a big potential. He is an amazing entertainer. He understands the full assignment from the song to his performance, his stage performance, his theatrical performance. That man, I'm like, literally, I can't wait to see him in movies because I know they're going to be putting him in movies because he's just he has that presence. He has that presence. You can't just let everybody makes mistakes. Everybody messes up. Everybody, nobody's perfect. Not one person in the industry is perfect at all. All of them have a flaw and have messed up somewhere in their career. I mean, let's talk about it. Chris Brown beat up Rihanna, and let's look at both of them. Look at both of them. Rihanna's a damn billionaire, okay? And Chris Brown ain't let shit stop him. I mean, he's still slapping bitches across the faces. So you like, and still has a fan base that loves him and rides for him and rocks for him like me. Because baby, I thought it was legal to hit your hoe. So you feel me? Like you gotta look at both of them as they both have had things happen in their career. You feel me? But you can't let little things, you can't let things just really ruin you. And if the baby was really like dwelling on this situation, he wouldn't have been able to put anything out. You feel me? He's put out music, new music. He's put out music videos. You feel me? Like he's still thriving where he needs to thrive because he has friends in the industry that's not going to let him fail. And he has a fan base that loves him so that's not going to let him fail. And so it's just like, it's that's what it comes down to as being like an entertainer. You gotta really be solid with your fan base because it's gonna be up to them to fight the LGBT community for you. Because you can't do it by yourself. They're too large of a community, baby. Yeah, they're way too large. You can't do it by yourself. You gotta have help, and you just gotta make sure you have that solid foundation. You gotta build that as fast as you can because they will come for you.
Absolutely. And I guess that leads to our point. There shouldn't really even be a fight. Like, if you understand who Dave Chappelle is, what he represents, it's all comedic. If you take offense to it, that just sounds tough for you. But for the people that laugh at his jokes, it was just another joke.
It was just another joke.
You feel me? But I mean, that's all I have to say on it. What about you, sis?
Yeah, I don't really have too much more to say on it either. I just, with the LGBTQ community, like Dave said at the end of his show, he said he's not going to do another joke about y'all until he knows that it's an agreement, you feel me, that he's laughing with y'all and not at y'all.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's what I want it to be. Like, I want everybody to know that of the LGBTQ community, like, laugh with us. We as the Black community, we have been laughing at everything that's been happening to us since it's been happening to us.
Man.
We're still surviving and thriving. You feel me? Now, what we want, though, is for y'all to really combine with us and help us with some of the resources y'all got to move along our movement because y'all are pushing. You feel me? Y'all are really making moves out here, and props to y'all because you deserve it, but so do we. Because although y'all can't control who you love, we can't control being Black. And imagine you can't control being Black or who you love. Like, right there. So yeah, just work with us. We willing to work with y'all. Like, we're laughing together. We are laughing together. You have to be able to laugh at the pain in order to get through it. It's going to make it go by faster and easier and all of that. Okay.
Absolutely.
That's all I got.
But before we end off, I have a couple of shout outs, you feel me? One, let me go ahead and share screen for one quick second. Actually, I'll say that for Black Excellence because I feel like it deserves a little bit more time than that. But another shout out to my boy Izzy. Y'all see him in the comments. Go ahead, tapping in with us. We appreciate you. He does have some food business kicking off. You feel me? He is an amazing cook. You feel me? Always a pleasure. You feel me? He'll be serving breakfast sandwiches, some seafood items. Hey, you name it, just get at him. You feel me? Make sure you follow his page. You feel me? He'll be go ahead and shouting that out very soon. So we appreciate some Black-owned business. You feel me? And he has a beautiful daughter that he just canned. So shout outs to him and his beautiful girlfriend. You feel me? Shout out to y'all. See y'all doing y'all thing. With that being said, this will go ahead and conclude our podcast.
Also, the state of Missouri is trying to kill my dog. So if you go to change.org, the petition is Save Duke. Just sign the petition and share the petition. Y'all, they can't kill my dog. They can't kill my dog. So
absolutely.
Yeah, do that for me, please. And yeah, we will catch y'all. We gonna make sure y'all hit us on all of our platforms. Go ahead, bro. You got that.
Hold on one sec. Let me go ahead.
I got
share screen real quick.
Oh, bet.
This is what my sisters go ahead and talking about. If you go to her page at G Wright, you feel me? Please keep sharing. We can now change.org. You feel me? Go ahead and tap in to that. Sign that document. It's real quick and easy. You feel me? Won't take no more than 3 minutes of your time. We do appreciate you. We do appreciate you so the state of Missouri does not burn down. You feel me?
Do you hear me? Do you
feel
hear
me?
Okay.
But with that being said, we will go ahead and close today's podcast. As always, we ask that you check out our Make a Chess Move Macum. Check out our Make a Culture Move Macum. Check out our YouTube at Make a Chess Move Macum at Make a Chess Move. I'm sorry. Check out our virtual artist storytelling, which will be picking up very soon. Then go over and check out our website. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. At www.makeachessmove.org. Our workshops are in the works, you feel me? But do look out for our luncheon, our Malcolm luncheon, you feel me? We always have some chess activities, good words, and then overall just front loading what we do. Then our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest is all Macum303. We appreciate everybody who left a comment, left a like, you feel me? But as always, we will be here every Friday at 4:30 Mountain Standard Time. We appreciate we've been lacking a little, but we just had a little bit of business issues. But we're going to be right on top of that for you all today.
We mac them.
Absolutely, we mac them all today. But with that being said, we ask that you all cop some Macum apparel. If you got some new shirts. That being said, y'all mac them out there, man.
Let me see the shirt. You said new shirts.
Yeah, it's a little new one. It got a different emblem on the like on the sides and stuff. Hold up. Oh, I can't even show you. I'll show you though. But yeah, okay. we got some new Jones, you feel me? It's looking crispy. The sign always, you feel me? It's over here. Sign always crispy.
Y'all tap in.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all tap into that. With that being said, y'all mac them out there, man. Peace.